names, big projects. From surprise casting to shocking cancellations, Hollywood is buzzing, and we've got the news you can't miss. This week in entertainment, the film and TV world delivered a mix of excitement and shock. Major franchises are getting fresh stars, long-awaited sequels are taking shape, and some fan-favorite shows are facing the end. We've sorted through the noise, double-checked the facts, and packed it all into one place so you can catch up fast. Let's jump into the biggest headlines making waves right now. Dave Bautista is stepping into a famous villain role in a brand new Highlander movie. He'll play the Kurgan, a fierce immortal warrior who fights other immortals to gain their power. Fans have wanted to see Bautista in this role for a long time, and now it's finally happening. In this new version, the hero Connor McLeod will be played by Henry Cavill, best known as Superman, and the wise mentor Ramirez will be played by Russell Crowe. The movie is directed by Chad Stahelski, the same person who brought audiences the action-packed John Wick films, and it's already being made by Amazon MGM. Shooting is expected to begin soon, and people are already excited to see Bautista and Cavill face off in epic fight scenes full of clashing swords and yelling, "There can only be one." This is one of the biggest casting announcements of the year. And with the strong star like Bautista playing the bad guy and a proven action director at the helm, fans of the original and newcomers alike will be watching closely as this new Highlander takes shape. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss what comes next. Spider-Punk is getting his own animated movie at Sony. Sony Pictures Animation's developing a solo film about Hobie Brown, the punk rocker Spider-Man who first appeared in Across the Spider-Verse. Daniel Kaluuya, who voiced Spider-Punk, is set to co-write the new movie with writer Ajahn Singh. The project is in very early development, so plot details and release date are not public yet. Producers from the Spider-Verse films are linked to the project, including Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal. Many outlets say Kaluuya will likely return to voice Hobie, but that is not officially confirmed. Spider-Punk stands out for his wild look, his guitar, and his big personality. Sony is building more films and shows inside the Spider-Verse world, and this spin-off follows that plan. For now, the main thing to know is that the studio is moving forward and the character will get a bigger story to lead. Fans who like Spider-Punk in the last movie should be excited to see him lead his own adventures with loud music, big fights, and sharp jokes. Keep watching for official updates and trailers so you don't miss this. Spider-Man 4, also known as Spider-Man Brand New Day, is coming to movie theaters on July 31st, 2026. This new story brings back some big names from Marvel. Mark Ruffalo will be playing Bruce Banner the Hulk once again. Michael Mando is returning as Matt Gargan, better known as the Scorpion, the bad guy who first showed up in the Spider-Man Homecoming. The film will also have John Barenthal back as the Punisher, and familiar faces like Zendaya and Jacob Batalon will be there too. Filming has started in Glasgow, Scotland, where the city is being turned into a version of New York for big action scenes. Fans are buzzing because Spider-Man will go up against other strong heroes before teaming up when they must. The director is Destin Daniel Cretton, and the same writers from earlier Spider-Man films are writing the script. Spider-Man's new movie feels like a fresh start and promises lots of action and surprises ahead. A new Lego movie called Inner Child is being made by Universal Pictures and the Lego Group. It starts as a regular live-action story by writer James Morosini, but now the team is turning it into an animated Lego comedy. The film is still in early stages, so we don't know yet what the story is or when it'll come out. This shows Universal and Lego are planning more fun Lego movies beyond the ones we already know. James Morosini wrote the original story, and the movie is now being reshaped into something that fits the bright, creative Lego world. The project is just starting now, so there's no cast names, release date, or plot details yet. What's important is that this is a brand new idea that is now joining the Lego movie family. Fans who love Lego characters, fun stories, and lots of color will want to keep an eye out for updates about Inner Child. Soon, we'll learn who will play the characters, what the story will be, and when we can watch it. Let's stay excited and check back for more news as it comes. Leonardo DiCaprio is talking about joining Heat 2, the new follow-up to the famous 1995 movie Heat by Michael Mann. Heat 2 is based on a book Mann wrote with Meg Gardner in 2022. This story takes us back before the original film and then moves forward afterward. The film is not officially approved because the cost to make it is very high. At first, the budget was over $200 million, but Mann lowered it to $170 million. Even so, the studio Warner Bros. Is looking for a partner like Apple to help with the money. People think having a huge star like Leonardo DiCaprio could make the studio more willing to say yes. Other names like Adam Driver and Austin Butler have been linked in fans' talks, but nothing is set in stone. Michael Mann has sent his first script draft, but filming has not started yet and there's no release date. For now, the big things to know are Heat 2 is planned, they still need money. Michael Mann is working on the script and big actors are in talks, but not confirmed. Fans of the first film are watching closely and hoping it'll keep the intense story and strong characters that made Heat so famous. James Gunn is set to take on another major DC movie after finishing work on Superman. Warner Bros. Has announced that Gunn will write and direct the next movie in what they are calling the Super Family. While the studio has not revealed the title, many believe it could focus on another Kryptonian hero connected to Superman. This move shows Warner Bros. Is giving Gunn a bigger role in shaping the new DC universe, which he is building alongside Peter Safran. Gunn is currently directing Superman, which stars David Corenswet as the Man of Steel and is scheduled to release in July 2025. Once that film's complete, Gunn will shift focus to the new project, which is expected to carry the same tone and style he's bringing to Superman. Fans are already speculating about possible characters, such as Supergirl or other heroes from Krypton. The announcement is also a sign that DC's working to create a connected lineup of movies with constant vision. For now, details are being kept quiet, but Gunn's involvement has already sparked huge excitement, with many eager fans to see how he expands the Super Family and continues shaping the future of DC films. Big news for fans! A Quiet Place Part 3 will hit theaters on July 9th, 2027, and John Krasinski is back to write, direct, and produce the new film. Paramount and Krasinski announced the date this week, and this next movie will follow the 2018 original, the 2021 sequel, and the 2024 prequel Day 1. Krasinski helped create the series and now returns to lead the story again. The studio has not shared the plot or the cast, so we do not know if characters like Emily Blunt, Millicent Simmons, or Noah Jupe will return. The latter releases gives the team more time to prepare the special effects and the quiet scares this series uses. The new movie joins a whole set of Quiet Place films that have been very popular and have made a lot of money at the box office. Fans are excited, and many hope to see new characters mixed with some familiar faces. For now, mark July 9th, 2027 on your calendar and watch for trailers and casting news as the studio shares more details. Expect big, quiet scares. Disney Plus has canceled the live-action Goosebumps series after 2 seasons. Based on R.L. Stine's famous books, the show arrived first on Disney Plus and Hulu in October 2023 and returned with a second chapter called Goosebumps: The Vanishing on January 10th, 2025. The program worked like an anthology, meaning each season told a different scary story with new characters and new mysteries, and Season 2 starred David Schwimmer as a dad who must protect his twins from strange events. Variety reported that Disney Plus will not pick up a 3rd season, and Sony Pictures Television, which makes the show, is now trying to find another streamer to keep the story going. Many fans were surprised because the show had good numbers and strong reviews. Both seasons are still available to watch on Disney Plus and Hulu, while people wait to see if another streamer will save this series. The creators say they loved bringing R.L. Stine's spooky world comes to life and hopes to continue the franchise somewhere else. For now, the news is sad for fans, but there is still hope that Goosebumps can find a new home and new tales can be made in the future soon. Final Destination is getting another movie. New Line and Warner Bros. Are working on Final Destination 7 after the big success of the last film, Final Destination Bloodlines. Bloodlines earned about $286 million worldwide, and it opened at number 1 at the box office with a very strong first weekend. Because the movie did so well, the studio has hired Laurie Evans Taylor, who co-wrote Bloodlines, to write the new script. Producers who helped bring Bloodlines to life are expected to return, including Craig Perry, Sheila Hannon-Taylor, John Watts, Diane McGonigal and Toby Emmerich, and Warren Zide is set to serve as the executive producer. The new film is in early development, so there is no release date yet, and the studio has not shared the story or the cast. Fans are wondering if the directors from Bloodlines will return, or if the new movie will try a new idea with fresh characters and different scares. For now, the big news is clear. Final Destination 7 is officially moving forward with a writer who helped reboot the series, and more details will come as the studio shapes the next chapter and gets ready to make the movie. Stay tuned for updates soon. James Gunn told fans not to believe recent stories that say Robin appears in The Batman Part 2. He wrote that people should stop believing this nonsense and that only a few people have read the script. The news began after a report claiming Robin would show up in the Matt Reeves sequel, and that set off a lot of talk online. Gunn jumped in to call them things and asked people to wait for real news from him or the studio. He also reminded fans that many stories are guesses or come from people who do not have the full details. The Batman Part 2 is still in a secret project, and only a small number of people have seen the pages so far. Production is planned to begin in spring 2026, and the movie is set to open in October 2027. But those plans could change. Robert Pattinson is expected to return as Batman, and other actors may come back, but the full cast has not been announced. For now, the clear message is simple. Do not trust every rumor about Robin, and wait for official news first from the filmmakers. Wait for the filmmakers to share the real story and cast. DreamWorks Animation and Universal Pictures have officially delayed Shrek 5 again, moving its release to June 30th, 2027. The film was first set for July 2026 before being pushed to December 2026. Now fans will have to wait even longer. The studio has not given an official reason, but industry insiders believe the movie was made to avoid a crowded holiday season filled with major blockbusters. Releasing in the summer gives the film more breathing room and a better chance to dominate the box office, especially with a strong family audience that usually shows up in July. The good news is that the beloved cast is back. Mike Myers will once again voice Shrek, Eddie Murphy is returning as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz is reprising her role as Princess Fiona. And an exciting addition, Zendaya has joined the cast as Shrek and Fiona's teenage daughter, Felicia. Walt Dorn and Conrad Vernon will direct, with Brad Abelson serving as co-director. This makes it the first Shrek film since Shrek Forever After in 2010, and expectations are understandably high. Fans are eager but also cautious since early looks at the updated designs have sparked mixed reactions online. Still, after more than a decade, the franchise is finally returning to the big screen, and many are hopeful that the new film will capture the humor and heart that made Shrek a global phenomenon. Director Zach Cregger has confirmed that Austin Abrams, best known for his role in Cregger's recent horror film Weapons, will be the lead actor in the upcoming Resident Evil movie. The news came during Cregger's interview on the Ringer's Big Picture podcast, putting an end to weeks of rumors about who will star in the reboot. The film is scheduled to release in theaters on September 18, 2026, with Sony distributing and Constantine Film producing. Cregger is co-writing the script with Shay Hatton, who worked on projects like John Wick Chapter 4. The director explained that his version of Resident Evil will focus on a new story with original characters, instead of retelling video game plots or bringing back well-known heroes like Leon Kennedy or Jill Valentine. He described the movie as a tense personal journey, seen through one main character with a slower and scarier tone that matches the horror's survival roots of the games. Production is expected to take place in Prague after reports showed the project has been registered to film in Czechia. With Abrams confirmed in the lead and Cregger promising a darker style, the reboot is shaping up to bring Resident Evil back to true horror. Noah Centineo has been officially cast as a young John Rambo in a new prequel titled John Rambo. This story will explore Rambo's origins during the Vietnam War before the events of the original First Blood in 1982. The project is being produced by Millennium Media and will be directed by Jalmari Highlander, known for Sisu. The screenplay is written by Rory Haynes and Shoreb Nosharvani. Filming is set to begin in early 2026 in Thailand, which will stand in for Vietnam. Sylvester Stallone, who made the character famous through 5 films, is aware of the project but will not be involved. The film marks the first time the iconic role will be taken on by another actor, signaling a fresh start for the franchise. Centinio's casting represents a major shift for both him and the series. The movie has sparked strong reactions from fans online. Still, with a talented new cast and creative team, the prequel aims to bring a new, deeper look into Rambo's early life and how he became the hero or anti-hero fans know today. That's a wrap on this week's biggest stories. From thrilling new projects to jaw-dropping twists, the entertainment world never sleeps. We'll be here to bring you the facts and cut through the rumors. Till then, see ya!